So this is a quick little video about who Grant Cardone is. Wanted to show you a little clip of when I interviewed him on a show I used to have on his network called Digitally TV on Grant Cardone TV. I wanted to show you this clip because he tells a funny story, and then I'll talk to you a little bit more afterwards.
I remember having a telephone, Ken. I don't know if you've ever heard this story. I had a 1970 Ford Maverick. I was 23 years old. I was 23 years old. I had a 1974 Maverick. I didn't have door handles on either door. It was a little two-door car. It was beat up. It was no air conditioning, no heat. I was broke, man. And dude, I had a telephone. I had an extra telephone. You remember telephone lines when you plugged them into the wall and you had the long cord?
Yeah.
I had an extra one. And the big mobile phones had just come out. You know, remember the big boxes, the Miami Vice boxes? And well, I didn't have one. I couldn't afford the actual mobile phone, the cellular unit or whatever it was. So I took my extra phone that was supposed to be plugged into the wall, and I would keep it in my Ford Maverick, and I would go down the road and act like I was making phone calls. I wanted to be a baller so bad, dude. I was 23. I was broke. I mean, I just had a little glimmer of, dude, I want to be a freaking star one day.
So as you can see, Grant's a pretty funny guy. And not only that, he took time out. I mean, the guy's worth over $100 million. He took time out of his unbelievably busy schedule to spend some time with me, to be interviewed by me. So that's incredible, and that speaks highly of who the guy really is. Who Grant Cardone really is, first off, he's an amazing salesperson, and he's a great sales trainer. He has an amazing platform called Cardone University. It's a sales training platform where he teaches so much stuff about selling, about prospecting, about closing, about life, really. And that's where my relationship first started with Grant was I became a client of Cardone University. Eventually I got to know Grant because he taught me to 10x my activities, 10x my actions, 10x everything in my life. Take 10 times more action than normal people take. And as a result, my life has exploded on many levels. That book right there, Sell or Be Sold, that one, that's in my opinion, that's the best book that he's ever written. If you haven't read Sell or Be Sold, I suggest you do so. That book right there is Walls of Wisdom, Turning Pain into Profit. That's my book, and it became a bestseller on Amazon in a matter of 5 hours, only because of the influence that Grant has had in my life. He's flowed me a lot of power. I flow him as much as I possibly can. But that guy, like when he flows you power, stuff explodes for you. So, you know, I saw on a live stream of his that you know, he was asking some people to put together videos for YouTube just to say, hey, who is Grant Cardone? Who he is, the time I've spent with him personally, one-on-one, and on phone calls and in emails and Snapchats and everything else. The dude genuinely, he genuinely wants to help other people. There are people out there that say they want to help other people, they want to help the world, but they don't take the actions. Their words and their actions do not match up. Grant is a guy that when he says he wants to do something, he does it. He actually takes the action, and he's ethical. The guy is so ethical. That's one of his number one priorities, is to be ethical in life, and he likes dealing with only ethical people. So, you know, who Grant Cardone is to me is he's a friend, he's a mentor, he's an unbelievable leader. He goes out, like today I saw that he's out on a fishing trip with one of his sales teams because they hit a certain goal, and they got to go out on a big deep sea fishing thing with him and Jared Glant, his vice president of sales. So, you know, From my perspective, Grant Cardone is one of the classiest, most giving, loving, caring people on this planet. And his number one goal is for 7.5 billion people to know who he is. So who is Grant Cardone? Grant Cardone is a great man, a great leader, and a great friend to millions and millions of people around the world. I'm grateful to call Grant my friend. I'm grateful to be in the 10X Nation. I thank Grant. Thank you personally. If you see this video, I thank you, bro, for everything that you've done for me, my life, and my family. I will continue to push for you and give back in every way I possibly can. I appreciate you, brother.